welcome back to the Nose Plays Magic the Gathering Arena. So we're still in the closed beta, but I have saved up enough gold to run another draft. So that's what we're going to do today. Drafting it up. Okay. Interesting pack. Not super fond of this rare card. I suppose if you're playing something like black-red, where you have some creatures that you can sack pretty easily, or you're playing massive numbers of goblins, this has more value. This card's pretty good. This card can be really powerful in the right setup. Just think of big stompy green creatures with flying. I mean, that just makes that card ridiculous. Unfortunately, grabbing this card kind of locks us into blue-green. There is a Woodland Stream in this deck, though. And there are a number of good blue cards that may wheel. One of these probably will wheel. This probably won't. I'm not real crazy about this card. It's kind of a win more card. It's great when you're ahead. It's not so great when you're behind. Well, we haven't played blue-green. This is also Angel of Dawn's also a pretty good card. I don't think it's first pick worthy. Skymarch Bloodletter's good. Salvador Secrets is okay. I think we have to take the Skyrider Patrol and see if we can't get into blue-green. Green may be hard to get into. A 1/3 flyer that gives other spirits +1/+1. Okay. Disperse is a good spell. Bone to Ash is pretty good. I think we're going to take the Bone to Ash. It's good late game removal. Alright, there's a Woodland Stream there too. Elvish Rejuvenator could help us quite a bit, so we'll take that. Okay, green may be open. The first few packs just didn't have a lot of green in them, perhaps. I like this card a lot. It is kind of expensive, but it has the ability to kind of clear the board for you in the right circumstance. Kind of an expensive combat trick, but Essence Scatter might be worthwhile. Gearsmith Guardian's not bad. Both of these green creatures are okay. I think I want the removal. Our second Rejuvenator. I don't think we want more than 2 of these, but I really like that card for mana ramp. We picked up the Disperse. I can grab a Spider or a Sea Serpent. I think I prefer the Spider. Alright, we could get our Woodland Stream, or I could take Explosive Apparatus. This is our first pack here. I think I'm going to take the Woodland Stream. We have a choice of our second Disperse, or we could take the Marauder's Axe. I think the Disperse is probably more useful, although I don't know that we'll play 2 of them. I do like 2 Woodland Streams. I'll take Ghost Form. I'm not sure we'll use it. Root Snare. Chill. Alright, I think our first pack went pretty well. Into the second pack. Aven Windmage looks pretty good in this spot. Ooh, Encyclopedia is also a really good card. This basically takes care of all your draw needs. When you get to mid-game and you just can't play anything, this gives you options. I like that a lot. It's one of my favorite cards. Wow. They passed a Murder. They're definitely... Whatever player passes to us is not in black. They took the rare. I do like Salvager of Secrets. I also like Dreadmaw. I'm not sure which one of these I like more. Herald of Faith and Murder are both really good too, but they're not in our colors, and it's not really a splashable card with the double color need. I think we're going to go with the Dreadmaw over the Salvager of Secrets for now. Second Bone to Ash. Aviation Pioneer is pretty good. Rock's Oracle is okay. I don't know if I really want a second Bone to Ash. It's kind of expensive removal. You don't want too many really expensive removal cards unless you're playing maybe like a control deck. I think we're going to go with the Pioneer. Okay. Scholar of the Stars. This could be okay. Plummet's not bad as a removal spell. There's a lot of really strong flyers in this set, and so it's one of the few cards I would probably consider taking blind, because almost every deck's going to run some flyers. There's just too many good ones. I think we'll take the Plummet. Okay. I really like Fountain of Renewal. Divination is okay, but we already have card draw with our Encyclopedia, so I don't think we need that. Frilled Sea Serpent is another fatty, but we're going to have a whole nother pack to get through to look for fatties, so I don't know that we need it. It would be one of the last fatties I would take. I'm not real keen on this card, but I think it's okay. I think we're going to take the Fountain. I really like Fountain. It's a really good utility card. Wolves are really good. Wolves are a good medium-sized creature. Alright, our second copy of Plummet. I don't think we really need a second copy of Plummet. That's what we're going to take. I think I'd rather have a cancel over a Greenwood Sentinel. Although we don't have a lot of 2-drops. Let's take a look here. We don't have any creatures in our 2-drop. I guess we'll take the Sentinel for now. Totally Lost or another Sentinel. We might as well fill up our 2-drop spot in case we don't see any other ones. If we do, it's whatever. Totally Lost is okay spell. It's good for saving your own creatures as well as kind of messing with the other players. But, yeah. Another Ghost Form doesn't really help us all that much. We'll take the Scholar. Scholar of the Stars. Another Root Snare. Smelt. And on to the next pack. Okay, what do we got here? Banefire is an amazing rare. Skilled Animator's okay if we could pick up some more artifacts. Volcanic Dragon's really good. Gallant Cavalry's really good. We're not seeing a lot of really good cards in our color here. I think we're going to take the Skilled Animator just because we're not going to see him come back around. He may not make the deck, but if we, I mean, we definitely have 2 for sure artifacts that we're using. We really need more to make this card worthwhile. Okay, there's our second Dreadmaw. We could also get an Omen Speaker, which is a better 2-drop in my opinion than the Greenwood Sentinel. Don't need another copy of Disperse. This is a good card, but I don't know that we're going to want to splash black just for this card. A 3/3 flyer for 6, but it also causes discard and draw is really good. Really good card. I think the Omen Speaker is probably more likely to wield than the Dreadmaw, being that there's only 1 green card in this. So we take the Dreadmaw. Okay, Psychic Coercion's not great. I like Titanic Growth as a good combat trick. Aviation Pioneer is okay. We're not playing enough enchantments to make this worthwhile. I like Gearsmith Guardian. We do need, and we have a lot of blue creatures, we do need more artifacts if we're going to play the... Well, I guess that one doesn't really count, since it's already kind of a 5/5, but... Dwindle's a good removal. Second Dwindle. We could take this in case that thing wheels. I don't really like any of these cards. I'm going to take this, and if that Psychic Symbiote wheels, we'll take it. I don't think it will, but... Alright, so now we've got a copy of Totally Lost. Second Spider. Probably better than Anticipate. Ugh. Alright, do I want the 1-drop or the 5-drop? Gearsmith Prodigy is a good early game aggro card if you're playing artifacts. I don't think we have enough artifacts to warrant it, so we'll take a second copy of that. There's nothing in this pack that's any good, but let's just say we're going to play a splash of black. Maybe we take this. This has no use for us, I guess. I do like this card. Yeah, that Psychic Symbiont did not wheel, which kind of sucks. All of this is a good stall card. Alright, so let's kick out the cards that we are not likely to use. Knight of the Tusk. Foul Orchard. Alright, so we got 2 Colossal Dreadmaws. I got 1 Wolf and 2 Gearsmith Guardians. Scholar of Stars and 2 Giant Spiders and Sky Patrol Raider. Aviation Pioneer, Skilled Animator. Tolarian Scholar. 2 Elvish Rejuvenators. Wall of Mist, 2 Greenwood Sentinels, and Essence Scatter. Okay. Not likely to play Wall of Mines. Not likely to play Wall of Mist. Or the 2 Ghost Forms. Maybe 1 copy of Plummet. Ditch the Root Snares for now. What does this put us at? Wow, that's... We're at 44. We gotta cut 4 cards. Cut 1 Disperse. How many lands are we running here? We got too many lands, I think. We want to run 17 lands? 16, maybe? We currently have 7, we have 15, 16, 17. So if I cut 1 forest, that puts me at 42. I mean, think that's worth it. Uncomfortable Chill probably goes. One more card. What's the weakest card here? It's probably Tolarian Scholar. Tolarian Scholar and Skilled Animator are basically similar, but Skilled Animator has upside. Tolarian Scholar has no upside at all. I think that's what we drop. Scholar of Stars is pretty meh, but it could get us a card. Yeah, I think that's it. Alright, so then let's just peruse through here one more time and make sure we're not missing anything. Yeah, I think this is a pretty okay deck. We definitely have... We definitely have a pretty solid curve, and we curve into some pretty good creatures. The Skyrider Patrol is going to be really critical. I think this will work. Alright, here we go. Game 1. We shall see if we did well. I go first. I got 3 land and a bunch of cards I can't really play. This is a bad starting hand for sure. The question is mulliganing going to be any better? I just have a feeling if we play this hand, even if we get the 3 lands out, we're going to have a hard time. I think we got to mulligan that. I don't think we'll mulligan the next one. It's going to have to be pretty terrible. Well, that's pretty terrible. It's like, we got like 3 or 4 of the same cards that we had, but none of the land. Good grief. Yeah, I can't play that either. Okay, this is a little better. We have a turn 2 play and a turn 3. That can go on the bottom. We don't need that for a while. Unfortunately, that means we're never going to draw into it, but at least he mulliganed once as well, so... Okay. Yeah, we would be in big trouble. Alright. That is a really common and annoying play. We have an answer for it. I'm not sure if it's worth, but it might have to be, because I don't have any other way to answer that right now. The problem is he can block me now, so I can't even get damage in. Attacking is pointless because he'll kill me, so no attackers. And we'll hold Essence Scatterer for whatever he does try to play. Alright, so he's sold out as well. have 6 land now, so we can play into our big creatures if we draw them. That is not our big creatures, but let's think about this. If I attack, he becomes a 5/5, but 5 isn't enough to deal enough damage to be worthwhile. We really need a bigger creature for this to be pulled off, so I think we just end our turn. Sky Scanner draws a card. We could really use our bookcase, or whatever it is, not bookcase, yeah, that is not what we need. We're going to start taking damage now. I think I'm going to get rid of that. What the hell? Why didn't it counter it? Okay. What did I do wrong? Oh. Can't be countered by blue. I forgot Lightning Mirror has protection from blue. Well, that's annoying. Alright. Yeah, that was a big misplay on my part. I guess we'll just throw the land down. That would have been a good choice for Essence Scatter. That actually would have worked. Alright, where's my draw? You got a combat trick? What are you doing? You gotta have a combat trick. What combat trick do you have for 1 mana? None. Okay. You just wanted to trade out blockers? Declare dominance. I could trade this out for that. Maybe we do that. 5/5. He's got 3 cards in hand. He doesn't have any combat tricks he can really use. I think this is a good time to trade this out. Otherwise, we're in a big pickle. Everybody's gonna have to block, which is fine. We're gonna put him on top, and that's that. Okay. Trade that out. And the turn. Puts us in a safer position, but he has more cards than we do, so he definitely has the advantage at the moment. We need to draw into something good. We haven't drawn anything good, but okay, now we're talking. Now we're gonna get somewhere, hopefully. Unfortunately, I'm thinking he probably has something like a Luminous Bonds, but... We do have a Disperse to get rid of the Luminous Bonds if we draw into it, and then we can replay our creature. We also have Totally Lost, I think. Ugh. Well, that's ugly. Alright, so if he has a Thud, we're in big trouble. Takes that. Is he gonna play the combo? Now he's going to responds it. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate. Interesting. I got nothing. Oof. That's not good. Really? Come on. Another land. So we just drew 1, 2, 3 lands in a row. Jeez. I'm even running 1 land short on this deck. Alright, finally. Some action here. Not sure what we're going to be able to do here. Yeah, we're going to have to take the 5. Alright. I'm going to have to block with this next turn. That gives us 1 more card draw. I'm not sure what we have that would removal-wise take care of this. Yeah. The only thing we have is our second Dreadmaw. That is not our second Dreadmaw. But it can jump block. Trade and give us more time. Now it can't. Wow. That's just brutal. I don't think I have anything I can draw into. I mean, do we just deck him? That's it. Got one draw. Skilled animator. Oh. What now? Now we have 6 damage on the table. Unfortunately, I can't use it because he has to block, which means that's going to go back to not being a creature. Ugh. Now I have 6 damage on the table, and I can block. I don't know what it was that he picked up. Oh, okay. It's down to 8, down to 7. I love this card. So now what does he do? Does he swing and trade out and open up 3 damage next turn? I think that's his best play, honestly. No, he chose not to. Okay. We're literally playing to deck him at this point. Oh. That's brutal. Okay. I think we're done. We're gonna deck ourselves because we keep drawing cards. Yep, that's game. Well, it was a long game, but it wasn't the game we were looking for. We really needed to draw into some of our bigger cards way sooner than we ended up doing. I just knew he was going to have the answers to some of those, but we certainly didn't draw ours. At least not at the right time. But we had some answers to what he was doing, we just didn't get to play him in the right times. I think our deck could have been better off if we had just gotten the right cards at the right time, so we'll see. I don't think there's any changes we're really going to be able to make to it. We'll play a couple and then maybe we'll go look and see if there's anything we want to swap in, but I think overall it played okay. Just bad timing. Drawing 3 or 4 lands in a row there where he was kind of stuck really killed us because we had a chance to take the momentum and we just didn't get it. This is okay. We need to draw Forest. But then we can get into all those cards. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. Turn 3 Rejuvenator, turn 4 Control maybe. Cow. Alright. We got 4 green on the table. What are you playing? Basilisk. Didn't swing for 1. Free 1 damage, didn't take it. That's a good sign that this player may not be paying attention. Okay, so I've got a ton of islands in my hand at the moment. So I'll take a forest. We got the Dreadmaw ready to go. Next turn, we probably play the Patrol. Man. So next turn we can start putting counters on this guy if we want. Oof. That's 6. What is it? Dreadmaw? Hydra. Okay. Blockers. That would have been nice to have a moment ago. That's 6. We can play the Dreadmaw now. We still have the biggest creature on the table. We can attack with this. Do I want to attack with that? Yeah, I think so. I don't have Essence Scatter at this point. That's alright. It's got quite a wide board. 9-9, so that's 5, 6, 7. He has no flyers. So I can actually beginning of your combat, you may pay 2. When you do, put a 1/1 counter on another target creature you control. That creature gains flying until end of turn. Do I use this to clear the board? Because that's 9. That's 5 and 4. So I could kill that and kill that. Then he would only be left with these. I don't think that's the right play. Put this out. Go to combat. I can pay this cost. Give him a 1/1 token and flying. Attack with both of those. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. That's a really good card. We don't have an answer to that card, unfortunately. Okay. I was hoping he would play a creature. What is he doing? He's going to attach it to something? Yeah, okay. Ooh, okay. So that's a 4/2 Death Touch now. And it's going to attack me. Alright. That's going to resolve. Block. Damage. Okay. My turn. What do we get? That is not what we wanted. But maybe we can get around this. So if I declare dominance on this, it's a 5/5. I can kill that. Six, 6. I really need is 7. Well, let's see here. Hold on. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I can do 11 damage to him this turn. Next turn we should be able to kill him. And I should have enough blockers to survive whatever he does this turn. Between all of these. So even if he swings with everything, we should be good. We also have Essence Scatter and Plummet. Just coming with that. It's going to trigger the thing again. Resolve it. Okay, cool. Yeah. That worked out well. Alright, so I really like the idea of getting 7, 10 damage in with that thing. That thing's brutal. That combo right there is, it comes out of nowhere, I think, for some people it would anyways. Until you've seen it a couple times. But I think at that point he knew it was coming. So his deck had no flyers. That's a big problem. Flying is really powerful. Limited format, like draft. Oh, Encyclopedia in the opening hand. Yeah, I'm going to keep that. That also plays well into that card. So we can play this turn 3, play that turn 4, and draw a card. Blue-white. Oh, he's slow playing it. Back on the table. Play this next. I may not play this next, actually. Okay. Yeah, we'll play the spider next. Spider or patrol? He is playing blue-white. He could have an Essence Scatter. Patrol is probably a good card. The problem is it's more likely to be targeted by... I think the spider's good enough. And if he does have a removal spell that he's itching to play, he's got a target that's not going to cripple us. A lot of go-wide decks lately. Okay, well, I think Gearsmith Guardian to attack with a spider. 2 damage. I would be giving up 1, 2 damage to attack. Yeah. I'll trade 2 damage for 2 damage. If he blocks... Oh, well, never mind. That was dumb. I forgot about him. That feels bad. He's playing 3 colors, blue, white, black. Interesting. And a wall to boot, huh? Alright. Well, now might be a good time to play Skyride Patrol. Tolarian Scholar? I think we play this. Now we can swing with that. I won't swing with that this time because obviously that's a bad play. We're in a pretty good spot. Ah, that sucks. Alright, 6. I think we play the Dreadmaw. And if I attack with that, he'll block with this. Yeah, there's no reason to attack there. Mind Rot. Well played. Gives us the encyclopedia, becomes more valuable now. Tolarian Scholar was going to be our play. Okay. 6 and 5. Yeah. Combat. Attack. Oh, I think we go with all of them. We still have one blocker just in case. 4 attacks. What do you got? Alright. That was probably not the best thing he could have done, but... Jump blocking once. Alright. Well, that's interesting. So he's going to turn that into an Ox. Alright, so... what's the best play here? Do I draw a card? Or do I just play my dinosaur? If I play it, he's going to turn it into an Ox. Do I care if he turns it into an Ox? I think I'd rather have another 2/4 body out. So he can block 2 of them effectively, but the third one's getting through. throw that out. Throw that out. That pretty much cancels the damage we're taking from this. Pay 3 to draw a card. Don't have the mana for that this turn, but we're going to send everybody. Keep the pressure up. He should take at least 4 damage or lose creatures. So does he take the 4? Yep. He's down to 7. Card. So, do I have enough to play both? No. I don't, so we'll play this one. Just keep the pressure up. I think he has to trade out his flyers at this point. The fact that he hasn't been swinging with them when he's not using them as blockers is kind of a misplay in my opinion. Down to 6. That Archive, that's such a good card, because when you get in a pinch like that, you just are able to draw more cards and get more plays off. Grabbing a land doesn't feel as bad, because then you just get more land to use this. The Archive is a really powerful card in this format. Alright, so we're 2 wins in with only 1 loss. My goal is always to get to at least 4 wins. We'll see. I'm not sure that this deck has the oomph to get into 5-6 win territory, but you never know. We've won games we shouldn't have won before. These have been some pretty long games. Okay. This is another pretty bad opening hand with only 2 land, but we do have the Fountain. I'm going to keep and hope that we don't have to sack the Fountain to try to draw land. I don't really like this hand, though. It's going to feel bad if we get stalled out here. Okay, well that gives us a turn 2 play at least. White. Third land feels good. Need a 3-drop or another land. Could sack this for a draw. Do I want to sack that for a draw? If I do, I would do it at the end of their turn. So we'll put a stop there. I think we attack here. Since we have Vigilance, if he trades out, that's fine. he didn't. So we'll just deal the damage and we still have a blocker. Okay, so he's got another one now. This is a pretty good aggro card. Yeah, now I can't block that. So he's going to swing for 5. Yeah, I'm not going to block. No blockers. First strike damage. Regular damage. Alright, so it's going to feel really bad if we don't have a land, so we're going to have to sack this to draw a card now. Okay. So at least we have something we can play, even if it's not great. Land? Yes, okay. So we've got the land we need. I can play the spider that pretty much shuts down his aggro. And I can attack. I don't know whether he'll trade out or not. Nope. Still not going to trade out. I'd really love for him to put an enchantment on this so I could throw a plummet down. That feels bad. Okay. Better the spider than the Skyride Controller, though. Is this the point where we trade out? He's not interested in trading out with me. He's playing a real aggro. Problem is... yeah, I think we'll go ahead and trade out, because I have a play next turn. Maybe a good one to draw land, which I did. So that gives me a bigger creature. Alright, kitty cat. 8, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he's only got 5 damage on the table. 4. I need one more land. Huh. I think we just play this. I really need to draw land, a forest in particular. I could shut down his bird with my plummet next turn. I could play the scholar. Ugh. Okay, there's a better target for the plummet. It's a scary looking board at the moment. 4, 5, 6. He can't attack with that one. So all he's going to really do is attack with the 2, 3, I think. He's coming with everything. Alright. Well, my 2, 3 blocks his 2, 3. And my 4, 5 blocks his 4, 2. And I take 2 damage. Plummet on that. Seven. If I swing with everything, let's see what he does. We'll bring out the Scholar. Now we have a blocker for this. He can only do 1 damage. He might have some kind of a pump, but I'm not going to take 7 from the bird. So 10. Alright, so declare dominance is 5. So that's 5. Yeah, that's enough. So if I play declare dominance on him, he has to block. Now he's down to 1. And I've got totally lost a bounce, a blocker, which means he's got to play 2 blockers. It's 1. He needs 1 more. And actually, I don't even have to do that because I can make this flying. Alright, cool. That worked out. So we're at 3 wins. This is the critical point here. This is where it usually starts to get a lot harder. I think our deck's performing pretty well overall. I really would like to have more removal. We haven't seen Bone to Ash or Essence Scatter go off good yet, which kind of blows, but... Math Goat, huh? That's an interesting name. I have a feeling this guy's going to know his numbers very well. Ooh. Well, we've seen a hand like this before, and we'll keep it. I have a turn 3 play. I have a better turn 3 play if we draw land. So overall, I feel like this format's pretty good. I like it okay. The arena thing is kind of nice. The one thing I don't like about it is kind of the way that the turns are forced upon you. And I've seen it happen a number of times where something happens in the turn, and it happens so quick you don't even realize what's going on. This is bad now. And I don't like the way that it becomes very obvious when somebody else has an interrupt spell because it holds up the turn unless they are hitting this end turn button frequently. This could be very bad for us if we don't get a forest soon. That was timely. We got a player spider here. We're lucky that that didn't really go off. So next turn we'll have 5 mana maybe. We'll play this or this or this. Dwindle. I think I would rather save Dwindle for a better target. That means that the Rejuvenator comes out, gives me my 5th mana hopefully, and lets us play Gearsmith Guardian next turn. yeah, we'll take that. Comes into play tapped. And there's no reason to attack. The board state is fine as it is. Hired Blade. Okay. And a child. It's got a lot of life. Well, this is our play. Drop our 5/5 on the table. Let's see what he decides to do. Life gain, draw a card. Dwarven Priest, gain a bunch of life. Alright. So let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 total life. I could trade out a bunch of his creatures by swinging in with the spider. Give me 5 total damage. I don't think that's worthwhile. So what do we put the dwindle on? Maybe we go these 3 cards this turn. Let's play this. Let's play this. Combat. Do I want to attack with this? Yeah. I think we just attack with this. We'll see what he does. He's gonna have to trade into 2. I don't know. I don't like this. Alright, we're gonna end turn. I think we're going to go with our combo next turn. We'll do Dwindle into Declare Dominance. Yeah. Okay. So we'll force him to block. Okay, the question is, do we sack the fountain for a card draw? I think yes. Oh, perfect. Alright, let's play the lands. So what do we got? 7 land? 5, 6, 7. That was an easy decision. What do we put the Dwindle on? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so we put the Dwindle on this. No attackers. I need him to not play a creature. That's not so fun. Alright, so now he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 health. Or 9 damage. Not sure what the way to handle this is. I guess we attack 3, 6. I could get rid of most of his creatures, but I would lose mine. I mean, does it only get worse from here for us? I don't know. I guess we try to draw into Dreadmaw? Or... Flyer? This is getting ridiculous now. He's drawn into his status. I'm drawn into nothing. Come on. I guess I could technically be attacking this. Alright, well that blows. He's at 45 health. Holy crap. Trade out some of these. Oh, he's got a trick. Yeah, I waited too long. Well, the only creature that I catch now is that one. That's pretty much game right there. Attacking with everything, okay. that out. Block that. Kill that. And he triggers the damage. Alright, well, this is where it starts to get harder. That was a lot of life gain. Once again, we needed to draw into one of our better creatures and we could not do it. I probably should have traded out with the Gearsmith Guardian and the Declare Dominance earlier, but I was hoping to draw into something better, just didn't happen. Let's see if we can get our 4th win. Yeah, that's a keep. We're gonna have 5 land by turn 3, either in hand or on the board. I like that a lot with the Dreadmaw in hand. He mulliganed, so maybe that means we won't get overrun in the early game. That's a lot of land. Just playing 3. I think we're set for land. Jeez. This is scattered. Not completely surprising. A lot of flyers in this deck. My goodness. I could disperse the 1/1, but that's probably not worthwhile. Not yet. We could bounce the Drake and then Essence Scatter it. Probably the best play I have at the moment. The other option is I can make a 5/5. I could kill both of his big creatures with Declare Dominance. Alright, so let's start by... Let's bounce that. Let's end turn. We'll Essence Scatter it when he tries to cast it. that. Alright, so now we declare dominance, kill his gargoyle, and then it's 4 damage versus 3 damage every turn. Because he's just going to keep swinging with these flyers every turn now, so I'm never going to get a chance to declare dominance on him again. And in fact, if he had mana, he probably would have done this. This kind of feels bad. I probably should have done it on this. I could have gotten more damage in. Could have gotten 1 more point of damage in if I had declared dominance on this instead. Misplay. That's a problem. Skilled animator with no artifacts sucks. Bad. And now that he's got a 3/3, we can't even really attack. I have a feeling we're heading for a loss here. Another flyer. Wow. He's got a really good evasion deck. Gearsmith Guardian, he's got a 4/4 that flies. I can't do anything. Yeah, that's game. Too many flyers. Good deck. We have spiders and we have a few flyers, but not enough to handle that much aggro. So maybe I should have declared dominance the turn before and tried to clear the board a little better. But alright, a 3-win deck. Not my best outing ever, but we'll take the prize. And I got some packs to open. So we got 5 packs to open. See if we get anything good. Alright, it's a pretty good pack. I like Herald of Faith. And Dismissive Pyromancer. Interesting. Let's see if we get anything good for you guys. Okay. Sure. Mythic wild card. A rare wild card. Not sure how I feel about these wild cards. Some cool cards here, though. Valiant Knight is a fun card to play. Gives double strike to all your other knights, can be super powerful if you play in a knight's deck. And the last pack. What did we get? A bunch of wild cards this time. I might have to spend my wild cards on stream one time. Okay, Dark Dweller Oracle. Well, nothing too exciting. But that pretty much wraps it up for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm going to continue to play this off and on throughout the month of August here and into the future. We'll see once it comes out of beta if it's something that I'm going to continue to do on my stream. I'm definitely going to continue to play it a little bit, but I'm not. The reason I'm not super excited about all the stuff I'm collecting is, as I pointed out, everything that I've collected is going to be wiped at the end of the beta, so you'll get to start over, and if you spent any real cash in the beta, they will refund you to the extent of they'll give you like the equivalent number of packs that you purchased once the live game starts, but it's not like you're not going to get the same cards necessarily. You might get better ones, you know, but that's just the way that it is in the beta. So but that's where we're going to wrap it up for today. So hope you guys are enjoying it, and have a great day.